Hey, what is up, guys? Today we are going to talk about an interesting problem solution that I found working with O2 sensors. I had two different vehicles, one my daily work truck and the other a Jeep I was trying to get ready to sell, and both had the same problem with O2 sensors. I couldn't figure out what the issue was. Both had some mild exhaust damage at one point. So they were both throwing codes for O2 sensor. One was the Bank One sensor one on the Jeep. Since the 4-cylinder, it was the upstream O2 sensor, and said the heater wasn't working, said high and low voltage readings were incorrect. So, and that had a small front end collision where the radiator had hit the O2 sensor and it bent just a little bit. So I assumed all it needs the O2 sensor, thing's going to be golden. Bought an O2 sensor online, put it in, cleared the codes, started it up. 20 minutes later, code came back, drove it like that for 6 months. Kept trying to figure out what the issue was. Thought maybe I was away, so I couldn't really work on it at the time, but just recently came back and tried to figure out the issue. Was looking for exhaust leaks, figuring out what could possibly be wrong with it. All the with my scanner, all the wiring and shorts and all that stuff that passed, so it didn't seem like there'd be any issue with the wiring. Plus, like I said, it was a bent sensor, so you'd assume that was the issue. So then with my truck, it's a Chevy Silverado we're going to look at now. I had the exact same thing with Bank 2 sensor 2, and there was a hole in the exhaust where the drive shaft had kind of like hit it and wore a hole in it. We welded that up, still had the O2 sensor code, and this is after the CAT, Bank 2 sensor 2 on this one, and kind of the same thing. It was giving the codes for high and low voltage, parameters incorrect, heater not working, all these things, and going through it with the scanner. I've never really had a problem like this before, and my dad, he runs a pretty large automotive shop, and he's the head of the shop there. He couldn't figure it out. We went into AutoZone with this one, bought 2 Bosch sensors, bought one, put it in. It showed that it wasn't working on the scanner, so we took it back, got another one, put it in, still same thing, and just couldn't figure it out. So just racking my brain trying to figure this out, and so last ditch effort, I really wanted to get this Jeep sold, and I could not figure out what the deal was. And I've had a couple hundred cars, been through everything with them. I've dealt with electrical engineering, everything possible, all the mechanicals, and from what I could tell, the thing was good to go. So what I did was, I'll show you right now. We got this already running just so the door buzzer isn't going to be dinging us. But so this is for the Jeep, and as you can see, we had a sensor here. Looks beautiful, brand new, even though it was in the car for a couple months. And I cannot recall the brand on this one. It does have a number on it there, but this sensor is garbage, and I don't understand why people even sell this stuff if it doesn't work, or why people buy it. My suggestion to you is what I have found here. I went straight to the dealer and I bought the OEM O2 sensor. And this sensor is made in Japan. And we all know Toyota, they have great quality. They're made in Japan. But it's kind of funny because this AC Delco O2 sensor, which I also bought, the OEM version for my truck, also made in Japan. Imagine that. But what I can show you now is that, you know, this one too. I mean, it's brand new, beautiful. The design and shape of the body of it here is quite a bit larger, so it's a little different than the OEM one. But they just don't work. I bought the Bosch ones, and Bosch, I've never really heard any bad things about them. You know, they are good quality, but wasn't working for me. So we got those changed out to the OEM, cleared the codes on the Jeep, drove it like 200 miles. Everything's all good, everything's working, so I can finally post that up for sale and, you know, not worry about it, that it's going to have an issue or somebody's going to pick it apart. And, you know, check engine light in most places. You know, here where I'm at, I don't have to go through emissions, but just outside of town here you do, and most places you do. So check engine light's a big deal for people. So glad we got that done. And with my truck here, I just wanted the peace of mind and knowing that I'm not, you know, dumping any unburnt fuel and having issues, you know, plugging up my cat and causing, you know, problems down the road that I shouldn't be dealing with when everything should be good to go and it is checking out fine. And so here's what I did here. Let's get in the light a little better. But we hooked this up and I can scan and see my live data here. So go to the top, see this thing's a little slow, but everything seems to be working now correctly, giving the right parameters, and everything's on, and our, you know, systems all seem to be pretty close in sync, and the heater will go down to that, but as you can see, like bank 1 sensor, bank 2 sensor, before none of the stuff for the bank 2 sensor 2 was even close, if not working. But like all these tests, the high voltage, low voltage tests, open circuit, those all checked out fine, and that tells you, you know, that you don't have any issue with your wiring. And this is a great little code reader. I picked it up for 200 bucks, which, you know, I don't think you can really beat. This Maxi Diagnostic MD808. It's able to use it for all kinds of things, shutting off airbag lights and all that good stuff. So if you don't have one, spend the extra few bucks and get one of these. It's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And let my trials be a lesson for us all and save you some time and money in the future. You know, these manufacturers spend millions and millions of dollars trying to get everything just right. So sometimes you just got to stick with OEM and it works out for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.